We go on to victory in November, everybody. On to victory in November.
That was Governor Rauner rallying Republicans back in August. But in a stunning confession, the governor now admits he knew he was likely to lose. The governor also admitted last week he tried to quit and drop out of the race. WCIA3's Capitol Bureau Chief Mark Maxwell has been talking with Republicans who are outraged over this. Mark, that bombshell has created a lot of fallout in the GOP.
Jessica, that's no question. State party Republican leaders are outraged. Many of them are bewildered, beside themselves, trying to figure out why Governor Rauner would confess to something like that. One conservative member of the party is calling for an emergency meeting so they can hit reset and really figure out just how this happened and how Republicans lost so badly. Other powerful Republicans had complained privately for months leading up to the election that the governor seemed to be checked out. He wasn't writing them checks or meeting his fundraising commitments that he had made. They questioned his commitment at the time. Now they're responding in a more public way, some of them calling this a betrayal, the coward's way out, or, quote, a ridiculous way to cheat Republican voters.
But it's certainly painful to lose.
During an interview with Chicago's WLS late last week, Governor Rauner blamed his November defeat in part on President Trump.
This election cycle, I knew it was going to be very difficult. I knew that early in 2017. Very, very difficult to win this election cycle.
Rauner said, quote, if Senator Clinton had won the White House, the odds of us winning re-election would have been dramatically higher. Rauner also revealed this December surprise, that he tried to drop out of the race after almost losing to Jeanne Ives in the primary.
I actually went to 2 women and 2 men who I knew well, 2 who were successful in elected office, 2 who were very successful in business and in law, and asked them to run for governor.
But all 4 said no. Rauner contacted Republican Attorney General candidate Erica Harold within hours after sharing the same stage with her at the state fair. He also tried, but failed, to recruit former state Senator Karen McConaughey and Todd Ricketts, the part owner of the Cubs, and a 4th person, a man whose name has not yet been confirmed. Several GOP sources say Rauner spoke with National Committeeman Richard Porter about the role. Porter would not comment. Had Rauner convinced them to run, it would have infuriated members of the GOP and set off a scramble at the State Board of Elections. Spokesman Matt Dietrich explained how the process would have worked.
The governor would withdraw from the race, and then within 8 days of his announcement of withdrawal, that's when the State Central Committee has to get together to name a replacement.
So 18 people, 18 Republican Party insiders would have picked the governor's replacement. There would not have been another special primary election. Illinois GOP Chair Tim Schneider would have headed up that process. A lot of party eyes are on him. He has a full-blown mess on his hands. Last week, he issued a statement denying that he knew anything about Governor Rauner's plans that were in the works. But our sources who named Richard Porter as that 4th man involved in discussions with Rauner also told us that Porter and Schneider are very close. They told me Schneider knew, and now he's only trying to cover his tracks to keep his job. From the Capitol Bureau, Mark Maxwell for WCIA3, your local news leader. Jessica.
All right, Mark, thank you. In a statement, Republican runner-up Jeanne Ives said, quote, Rauner is a coward. The most honest thing he said in the entire campaign is, I'm not in charge.